So we'll discuss about print and already we had talked about print advertisement and we connected with out of home advertisement. So number of print advertisement will be there, even display billboard that is also will be here. So this is number of medias are here now. Even in print, you will be talking about newspaper, so magazine, radio that we have talked. So I just wanted to revise this chapter. That is what I take on this type of print media. Newspaper to magazine. So we had seen mostly we targeted on newspaper, radio, television, and not mostly on internet as well. Right? But we mostly we looked at newspaper, radio, and television. Right? Other than that, magazine, film advertisement, internet play a role around social media advertisement, and outdoor we talk about billboard, banner, hanging. It can be printing as well, but in addition to that, transportation advertisement, they are bus painting, etc., etc. Point of sale, you have to display. Uh, you have to display the things, right? And transportation advertisement and product sampling. There you are issuing the sample. Uh, Basically, but these are now mostly type, but we have divided to categorize. We say print, broadcast, television. So likewise, only we divide into sections, right? Print is there. You are printing and broadcast, radio and television will be there. In digital, internet, social media will be there. So that will be come across with that. There, when you go for a selection of advertisement, media selection, there you have to look at the cost of the advertisement that also we have just discussed. Cost of the advertisement, whether it could be affordable by us. Other than that, extent of circulation, how we can circulate. Now, for an example, if we take newspaper, that newspaper we have to see whether how many people are looking at that newspaper, whether it has huge readership, then we go for that. So we look at the circulation of the newspaper, or even if it is radio, we look at listener, number of listeners per program. And if it is television, we look at viewer, number of viewers for the program. And if it is look at the newspaper, it's become uh, readership of the program. So we look at, in addition to that, time of the advertisement, definitely we look at it. How mostly uh, how far, for an example, what is the duration of the advertisement. Quality of the media also we looked at, what is the high quality media. Now some media, as you know, now popular high quality medias are there, some are not. So we will have to look at that as well. Flexibility of the channel. Sometimes some TV channels or radio, newspaper, no flexibility at all because of their popularity. Basically, it's depend on the popularity. So when it become huge popularity, there will be a law of flexibility, and when you have high popularity, there will be very, very low flexibility. There you sometimes basically you cannot change the advertisement time, you cannot change the advertisement, you cannot request them to put it again and again. So that will be there. Effectiveness of the media return. So what whether some media it's depend on the circulation, readership, viewership as well. What is the effectiveness? Right? What is the return as soon as company get right? And editorial policy of the media. Sometimes some might be saying, we will never put and we will never think. No, that policy, their policy also we have to consider. Yeah? And relationship of the media, sometime media and company will have a good relationship. So it has we consider before we selecting the media. Right? So that become one. There, in addition to that. That what we have to that but the media selection also huge part, but basically if you hand over to an agency they will do that, otherwise you have to do right? In addition to that, you have to look at before you select the media, you have to select what is the coverage of the audience and then exposure of the target audience to whom you are really targeting, that you have to decide first. It's based on your product. You have to decide to whom you are selling, who is your real customer, to you, to whom you are targeting really. So after that you have to decide about your nature of the product, nature of the competition. Right? In addition to that, relative cost of the media. You compare with that radio advertisement, TV advertisement, comparison cost. At least among the TV advertisement, you have to look at Rubo Haini cost and Sun TV and MTV cost, Sirasa TV cost, and time and the location of the media there and also media environment. So this is also will be a factor to be considered before you select the media. And in addition to that, in media concentration, we have to select that kind of things as well. Print media. Also, we had discussed, just to rush you with division. Print media is there, in print newspaper is major roles play. The advantage of this is cheaper, most popular, pioneer advertisement. Also, we have seen frequently of publishing mean there are number of everyday publisher or weekly publisher. That also you have to decide. Also format and size. So in that manner also you have to decide. And circulation and readership. These are three main important aspects that we consider in size and format. You have to decide whether it is as that is also we have seen different three sizes are there for most. Right? And circulation and readership is very, very important. Circulation, number of copies sold, readership, number of people read the newspaper. That you have to decide. So basically, out of these three, newspaper will be play a major role. But we have seen advantage and the disadvantage of the newspaper basically. Advantages are very huge coverage, comparison shopping. There you have consumer use newspaper for comparison shopping, positive consumer attitude, flexibility, interaction on national and local. National newsers, international newsers are there, and very cheaper as well, right? Positive consumer attitude mean basically it give you news and it's give you news. Flexibility newspaper for geographic flexibility. There you can have reach to island wide, right? But short in life is disadvantages, right? Short in life is disadvantage. Limited coverage sometimes for a certain group. Clutter, most newspapers are clutter with ad and particular supermarket advertisement list. Some are more advertisement, right? Then you also have to go for that kind of advertisement or that size as well. Otherwise, you will be, seem to be very tiny compared to giant advertisements as well. Right? Poor reproductive means, that is, one day use, very poor reproductive. So that disadvantages we have seen. Huge newspaper industry that has been, using huge technologies, huge compared to earlier. It has come like from one color printing to number of color printing, two color, then it has been going to four color, multicolor. Even they say that Roneo printing, Duplo, again photocopy, print out, Duplo, offset, digital, etc. etc. It's play a huge role in the industry. Earlier people use, very cheap, very cheap papers. Now, a little bit compared to that, okay, so that become newspaper. And people have, during this COVID period as well, most of the newspaper we got online, virtual newspaper, online newspaper. So we hope that not in the curfew time, in other time also. Now still some papers they are just circulating. Some they are stopped because they might lose their sales. But during the curfew time, we got all the newspaper online. Still, they for some newspaper follow, some stop because magazine, it's attractive, colorful, monthly, right? Uh, they use quality paper, monthly issues, right? Segmental, right? Targeted specific title, they say economic review. Not public newspaper, we say economic news only with specific title. Audience respectively, something like high level of audience. Sometimes, go for a level article, you get more audience. Right? Long life, you can keep it for a month or a year. Mostly you can keep it up to next. Format is all like, multi pages, insert, other colorful, four color, visual quality will be there. You can have advertisement, etc. etc. Sales promotions also, might have. You can promote that devices, coupon sales easily. You collect advertisement and distribute them as well. You say sell it, and you get some advertisement and you give those people as free copy. But compared to, disadvantages, it's like, you might have limited flexibility, submitted to in advance. Sometime, for an example, you might submit it now and it will be published next year. So your news will be outdated. So lack of immediacy, that is what we say, and lack of flexibility as well. You have to give advertisement. You have to give in advance. Later you get news, something like compared to newspaper, high cost. Distribution also limited. Newspaper it can be go everywhere. This is not like that. So that become. And in addition to magazine, you go for bus, outdoor home. Outdoor means out of the company advertising. Everything include, billboard, banner, right? Everything will be there. Bus paint, posters on the wall. telephone booth and shipping stock, shopping thing paintings painted on semi trucks, taxi, even taxi also you paint. Transit and rail platform you might have, sometimes bus stands you get this kind of advertisement. Bus stands, bus stops, they display. Can't sit on the real platforms. In that railway platform, you get la OG advertisement, etc. Right? Airport and bus terminal display also. Bus stand, airports, terminal. You get you might have. Yeah, you travel over the way you get. Even you get from the shopping mall as well. Shopping mall, you get hangs on the walls, even hangs on the roads. There you get store merchandise signs. You might have some logos will be hanged on the there. Grocery store cards. There you can have small banner or else billboards. Public restroom walls, public restroom, bus stand restroom, skywriting, that is also, send some kites or something else you on the air, in-store clocks and a side display, right? So it's total spending of mostly, people spend display. The very famous one is outdoor. We say outdoor, even in that outdoor, we say billboard is major role it plays. Right? We say that out of that thing. So we can give an outdoor might have a long, long duration. That is the advantage of the outdoor. The best medium, as we say, you can target it in the people who move everywhere, less expensive compared to, not repeated. Basically, you put once your capital, it's become a capital cost. And it can be displayed at a place where the best effect. You can know whether which place will be suitable and attractive, and you can find the place where most of the public will be surround, and you can have, in public places, in front of markets, in front of schools, universities, front of the hospital. So it play in a where the best impact can be created, where you put, because mostly it become a reminder to the consumer and the public about the product. Where you go, the way you look at and go, then automatically you giving the message to the audience. There is an effectiveness. Newspaper, radio, TV, we don't know whether the audience have seen that. But this become, we can ensure that audience definitely on the road will be seen. Unless you put the right place. View. So it's become an advantage. Longer period. You can keep it for 1 year at least. Even you can keep it for more than 1 year, but even every year you might go for a painting. Maintenance will be there. So at least pay tax for the municipal council. And figure and painting enhance the value of outdoor. When you go for a colorful painting, definitely people will look at. Right? Once advertisement board is installed, place and unusual remain there the value. Definitely you have to decide the place, and when you go for it, it's become create attention. So outdoor can have only visual effect, no talk, only pictures, right? Convey limited information because you cannot go for demonstration, you cannot go for explanation. And it say like in other way we can say difficult to measure. Now basically advertisements are difficult to measure, right? Cannot easily measure, but radio, TV also same that. But radio, TV, what you can do is you can have a collaborative program and ask from the audience. You can say to the audience, how many of you have seen this advertisement? Inform us first. Informer get reward. So likewise we can get it. So that become outdoors itself not adequate. It can be supplemented to other media. It say like it's supplemented. You put that and you have to say on the radio that we are put in the road, but it's not exactly at all. But it's part and part. You don't need to spend your time on advertising every time, publishing on newspaper, radio, and then you put on a billboard. Be safe. It will provide action value. So the eyes in all the advertisement provide an attention and memory value. No, it's an advantage. Like it has special character is give you an attention. Avadhanam. Your concentration attention will be created. So kind of outdoor advertisement basically poster that you can have posters on the road. Basically, this is the pioneer thing as we know now. Poster notice we paste on the road. Vehicle advertising, on vehicle you paint on the vehicle inside and outside, even van and the buses. Van and buses you can paint inside. Train also you can paint inside. I don't think you can paint in the van and car. But outside of the car and van, it's effective. So you can just sponsor them and paint your company. So that car will be run everywhere. And basically, it seems to be like company vehicle, but your advertisement will be worked out. Advertisement through field sign, in field railway, even in the buses, even in the bus stand, you get that, this is say like Parameswara Road, they put Unilever Sri Lanka, bus sign, field sign. Even in this is this bus stand, and finally bus stand is paid by Keel's supermarket. Not Keel's, it's painted and sponsored. That will be there. And advertisement boards. There you can have frequently assembled on the bus stop, railway. We say billboard, bull board, and huge boards are there. And through the electrical display, you can have lights, etc. Colorful lights on the particular roads in the city. Say like on the colorful light, you have your company logo or company name or company product will work there. Right? Sky advertisement is something also like that. Notices will hang on the wall. Aeroplane, even you can paint to the aeroplane, paint to the parachutes, paint to air balloons. Sandwich man also something like advertised through sandwich man. There are hired person, people will paint, wearing person. I'll have an advertisement on sandwich man. maybe they might have musical instruments. McDonald's, you might have balloon, a man will be inside the balloon, and it might be giving musical, etc., etc. So basically, display also, that display is whatever, most of the discussed things will be considered as display. Displays, just you can display the audio also can display, but audio cannot display. You can, but video also cannot display. Images can display. Text can be displayed, logos can be displayed. So display is a type of advertisement that typically contain text, logo, photograph, basically images, location, text. So main important one is billboard. That is also we talked about in that category. Billboards are big boards display on a common place. You can have, even if it is big board, you can have any kind of this, like, logo, letters, brand name, company, product name, anything of that. So that become very famous one, and very popular nowadays. Globally, it's very popular. Not only in Sri Lanka, even not only in Asian, but it's very popular. Global popular, most popular advertisement method is billboard. So you had few advertisements in the last class as well. Directory advertisement, take place special directory concern with other form of media. Give you an attention toward the product. We had a directory now. I don't know whether you might be seen that, right? But I have seen Sri Lankan Telecom SLT had a directory book given to all the SLT users. But nowadays, when I was small, like going school going, and we had the directory, and we have search telephone number of companies. We say yellow page advertisement. Very earlier they had one book, advertisement and telephone directories are there. Later they had two different books. One you had the telephone details. Other you had advertisement only on yellow pages. So it's very popular yellow page advertisement. Sri Lanka Telecom earlier, I still remember when I was not in very small, like school going. When I was in years 8, 9, 10, 11, we had, the SLT, Sri Lankan Telecom had issued, they used to issue yellow pages advertisement. Now I wonder now they are not issuing. Now we can search all the number. Maybe they might have telephone directory. Electronically you can search through internet and computer. So maybe that might be the reason. So that is directory advertisement. You might have a telephone directory. People, all they sell the reader might have that advertisement. Highly targeted. It's an advantage. Yellow page advertisement become a very famous word earlier. Yellow page advertisement. It might normally used by 1 year by the people, and it used like 1 year by the people, and it accessible by 24 hours. People can see 24 hours because it with your telephone receiver, and people might keep shelf for that telephone directory as well. No, not only on telephone receiver, you have a shelf. You can have a shelf for book telephone directory as well. So it's very famous. When Yellow Pages is Right? Very rarely, I don't know whether you might seen, but just ask from your parents, they might tell you. Very effective. That is what you say. Now, Yellow Pages advertisement can be also very effective, but costly. Like for I mean, extremely costly. You have to print a lot, right? Maybe that also one of the reason for not issuing nowadays, not become an effective method for that. It's very huge cost for telephone. SLT, Sri Lanka Telecom. Maybe that has been stopped after I mean, Sri Lanka telecommunication department become SLT, Sri Lanka Telecom. It has been converted and their shares has been transferred, as a management thing. And earlier that was fully government organization, not like that. Maybe that might be the reason. One time shot, advantages, you have to wait for once you have advertisement, it affect that advertisement will be there for 1 year. If you change your logo, you can't inform. Through that point, you can inform in that other advertisement mode, but not only on this. Now, in very good example, I could say, your telephone directory is print on January, and next December, I mean, until that December, it will be used. You had an advertisement about your product on January and put on telephone directory, page advertisement. Imagine within 6 months, that product become failure and you stop producing, but still the advertisement will be remain until for the year. You can't re-advertise on the same mode, not in the same yellow page. You have to wait for next year and you say that your product is out of it. So that will be there one time shot. Decline sales will be there. Described, shown. Decline due to emerge alternative less expensive. That become their cost become the so broadcast and media will have a chat on next hour. What I do is we will have a explanative video and wind up. So you might see in this advertisement, which is created by Coca-Cola, happiness shared by Coca-Cola. So it's something an example of outdoor advertising. So thank you very much. We'll have a lecture on another time.